5. First date tips for men. If you've ever felt nervous, unsure, or even overwhelmed about what to do on a first date, you're in the right place. Did you know that within the first 7 seconds of meeting someone, they've already formed a solid impression of you that's right before you've even finished saying hello? Your body language, appearance, and confidence are already telling a story. Now, here's the big question. How do you make sure that story leaves her intrigued and wanting to know more? First impressions are powerful. They set the tone for everything that follows, and when it comes to dating, they can make or break your chances of building something meaningful. If you've ever found yourself overthinking what to say, worrying about how you'll come across, or wondering what really works on a first date, this video will give you the answers. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to prepare for your first date, avoid rookie mistakes, and leave her feeling genuinely excited about seeing you again. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real relatable advice on navigating the complexities of love and relationships. So let's get started. 1. Prepare, but don't overthink it. The key, prepare to a successful first date, starts before the date even begins. It's not just about showing up, it's about showing up. Ready preparation is everything, and it's often what separates a good date from one that never gets a follow-up. Start with choosing the right venue. It's not about impressing her with the fanciest restaurant in town. It's about picking a place where you can have a genuine conversation, somewhere comfortable, quiet enough to hear each other, but not so formal that it feels intimidating. Next, let's talk about grooming. Taking the time to present yourself well shows that you care, not just about the date, but about yourself. A clean shave, fresh haircut, and a touch of cologne can go a long way. And let's not forget punctuality. Arriving on time sends a clear message. You respect her time and the effort she put into being there. I'll share a quick story. A friend of mine once spent days obsessing over every detail of his date. Googling conversation starters, rehearsing lines, even mapping out backup topics in case of awkward silences. By the time he got to the date, he was so anxious about everything going perfectly that he came across a stiff and unnatural contrast that with another friend who prepared by simply picking a place he liked, ironing his shirt, and showing up with a relaxed, open mindset. His date went so smoothly because he was present, not preoccupied. Be thoughtful without overwhelming yourself. It's about being ready while staying natural. Preparation gives you the confidence to let go and enjoy the moment. 2. Dress, for confidence. What you wear isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. Clothes have a way of influencing your mindset. When you look in the mirror and feel confident, that energy translates to how you carry yourself, and trust me, she'll notice. Here's the thing, women don't expect you to be a fashion icon, but they do notice effort. A well-fitted outfit says you take yourself seriously. Whether it's a casual coffee shop or an upscale dinner spot, dress appropriately for the setting, while adding a personal touch. For example, if you're meeting at a casual spot, a crisp button-down shirt with dark jeans and clean sneakers strikes the perfect balance between relaxed and polished. For a more formal setting, a blazer over a simple shirt paired with tailored trousers shows sophistication without trying too hard. And here's a little insider tip: invest in good shoes. Women notice them more than you might think. Polished, clean shoes send the message that you pay attention to details. It's not about wearing expensive brands or following trends. It's about showing that you care about how you present yourself. Confidence is the most attractive accessory you can wear. And when you feel good in what you're wearing, it shows in every interaction. Focus on connection, not focus on connection. Impressing the best conversations happen when you're genuinely curious, not when you're trying to prove yourself on a first date. It's easy to fall into the trap of trying to impress her, talking about your accomplishments, showcasing your knowledge, or trying to be overly charming. But here's the truth. What really makes you stand out is your ability to connect on a deeper level. Start by listening more than you talk. Instead Instead of thinking about what you're going to say next, focus on what she's saying now. Ask meaningful questions that show genuine interest in her life, passions and experiences, for example. Instead of asking, "What do you do for work?" you could say, "What made you choose that career?" It's subtle, but it opens the door to more engaging and personal conversations. And while it's great to share about yourself, keep it balanced. Share stories that give her a glimpse of your personality without overwhelming her. With too much detail or intensity, let me share an example. I know someone who spent an entire date listing all his achievements, his job, the places he traveled, the expensive hobbies he had. His date left, feeling like she'd been at a presentation. Contrast that with another guy who asked thoughtful questions, shared a few funny stories, and genuinely listened. His date left, saying it was one of the best conversations she'd ever had. When you focus on connection, you naturally become memorable. It's not about impressing her, it's about making her feel understood and valued. Before we proceed, if you find value in this video, please take a moment to like the video and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an integral part of our journey, and we deeply appreciate your contribution. Now let's return to our discussion 4. Pay attention to her. Pay attention. Non-verbal cues. Communication is 93% non-verbal. Are you paying attention? While words are important, the majority of what we communicate comes through body language, tone, and subtle cues. On a first date, being aware of her non-verbal signals can tell you so much more than what she's saying. For example, is she leaning in when you talk? That's a sign of interest. Is she smiling or maintaining eye contact? Those are positive cues that she's engaged and enjoying the conversation. On the flip side, crossed arms or looking away frequently could signal discomfort or disinterest. Here's where emotional intelligence comes in: mirroring. If she's relaxed and smiling, subtly reflect that energy. It shows you're in sync without being obvious. But remember, this isn't about copying her every move. It's about being attentive and responding naturally to her vibe. Being in tune with her nonverbal signals shows emotional intelligence, a major attraction booster. It demonstrates that you're not just physically present, but emotionally connected. And that's something she'll remember long after the date ends. End. The date gracefully. The date gracefully. How you end the date matters just as much as how you begin it. The last impression you leave is just as important as the first, and it sets the tone for what comes next. Start by expressing genuine gratitude, a simple, heartfelt, "I really enjoyed spending time with you tonight. Thank you for making the evening so fun." Goes a long way. It shows that you value the time you spent together and appreciate her effort in being there as the date wraps up. Pay attention to her energy. Does she linger in the conversation, or does she seem ready to part ways? These cues can help you gauge whether she's interested in seeing you again. If the vibe feels right, suggest a follow-up casually. "I'd love to do this again. Sometime, are you free next week?" By keeping it light and confident, you show interest without coming across as pushy. If you're unsure, it's okay to end with something open-ended. "Let's stay in touch. I'd really like to see you again." This gives her space to respond naturally while still expressing your interest. The key takeaway: leave her with a positive feeling about the time you spent together. A graceful ending leaves the door open for something more, and ensures that you've made a lasting impression in the best possible way. Now, if you've made it this far, drop the word confidence in the comments below, because that's exactly what you'll radiate after implementing these tips. Confidence isn't just about how you look or act, it's about how you feel, and these strategies are designed to help you feel at your best. And as a thank you for staying with us till the end, here's our bonus tip. Be unapologetically yourself. Pretending to be someone you're not might get her attention initially, but only the real you can keep her interested. Let me share an inspiring example. A friend of mine used to feel he needed to suppress his quirky sense of humor on dates because he thought women wouldn't take him seriously. One day, he decided to embrace it, fully cracking his usual silly jokes and sharing the funny stories he'd always held back. Not only did his date laugh until her sides hurt, but she later admitted that his authenticity was the most attractive thing about him. The takeaway: the right person will be drawn to your authentic self. Don't hide it. It's your biggest asset. Here's a quick recap. Prepare mindfully, dress confidently, focus on connection, pay attention to her nonverbal cues, and end the date gracefully. And above all, remember, always be yourself. If you found value in this video, give it a thumbs up to help us reach more people. Subscribe to our channel for daily relationship insights and share this video with someone who could use these tips. Thank you for watching. Check out the video we've recommended on your screen. It's packed with even more insights to level up your dating game. We'll see you back here tomorrow.